All right, good morning, everybody. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss with a Week 4 late afternoon Sunday night recap. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. So a very, very busy day yesterday. And, of course, the low point is that we found out that Kansas City Chiefs ace wideout, second-year wideout, Rashee Rice likely tore his ACL by his own teammate, Pat Mahomes, during Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Chargers, and he's going to be lost for the remainder of the season. So, yesterday was one of those days for me in fantasy. I did win 2 of my 3 matchups, but the league I did lose Rice in. I've also lost Cooper Kupp, and I didn't have Trey McBride yesterday, so it was almost impossible for me to win, and I went down in flames. So in that league, I'm 2-2. I'm 4-0 in another league and 3-1 in another. So 2 of 3 leagues, I'm doing pretty good. But the league that I lost yesterday in was my friends and family league, which I have won each of the last 2 years, but it's going to be tough for me going forward. Now, last night the Baltimore Ravens handled business against the Buffalo Bills, and the Derrick Henry renaissance continues. The guy just doesn't age. He's just not a normal human being. Rushes 24 times for 199 yards and a touchdown. He also added 3 catches for 10 more yards and a second touchdown. So Derrick Henry just went ballistic, 35 fantasy points in PPR. And remember, this is the perfect. This is what we envisioned with Henry going to Baltimore, right? The touchdown opportunities were going to be plentiful. That's why I said if you had a futures bet on who would lead the NFL in touchdowns, it would be Derrick Henry. He looks invigorated running behind this offensive line. He's doing amazing things. And here's the topper, too, is that the assumption was, okay, Lamar Jackson, who didn't even really run much around the goal line last year, would be running even less around the goal line. While that's been true, he's putting up incredible numbers. 13 of 18 passing last night for 156 yards and 2 scores. And then he ran for a score on the ground, 6 carries for 54 yards. Right now, Jackson is on pace to post the highest rushing yardage in NFL history in terms of rushing. So they're not dialing back his running. And, it really... both guys are playing off each other to great effect. And Jackson, who I admit, for the first time ever, I kind of faded a little bit in fantasy. I was a little, annoyed at how he played last year, even though he won me a league with that incredible performance against Miami, the Fantasy Football Championship week. But I can't deny that he's been unbelievable this season. As far as the receiving, Justice Hill, who they re-signed on a 2-year contract, he's proven his worth in this offense despite being the backup running back. 6 catches for 78 yards in the score. He led the way. And guys, again, Mark Andrews, 0 catches. Second game in a row. He's just a name brand now. He is just a name brand. So Mark Andrews and Kyle Pitts, who were top 8 selections at tight end, combined to catch 0 pass. We all caught as many passes as Kyle Pitts and Mark Andrews yesterday. Rashad Bateman, 1 catch for 23 yards. Zay Flowers, 1 catch for 10 yards. So Baltimore puts up 35 points, and they get 1 catch from Flowers, no catches from Andrews, 1 catch from Isaiah Likely. That's incredible. On the Buffalo side, nothing doing. 16 of 29 for Josh Allen, 180 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions either. He lost a fumble, 21 yards rushing. It was an abomination for Josh Allen, right? Just nothing going on there. And this has been the MO this year for Josh Allen. First game and the third game, incredible. Second game and fourth game, nothing doing. So maybe this is some of the tumult now we're seeing with the Bills' offense, having lost Stephon Diggs, having lost Gabe Davis. Khalil Shakir led the way with 4 for 62. He clearly is the top guy. Dalton Kincaid, after an early hot start, 5 for 47. And James Cook, 9 of 39 on the ground, and 1 catch for 9 yards in the passing game. Just, brutal stuff there. Now, Jayden Daniels, guys, we're living in Jayden Daniels' world. This is incredible stuff. We've talked about C.J. Stroud last year having the greatest rookie season of any quarterback in NFL history. Well, Jayden Daniels might be making a run at that. Through 4 games, I don't recall ever seeing a quarterback this accurate right out of the gate. He only missed 2 throws last week. I think he was 21 of 23 last week. He's 26 of 30 in this one, 233, a touchdown and a pick. And then he ran for 47 yards and another score. So, and a 2-point conversion as well were added. This was just incredible stuff for Jayden Daniels. Terry McLaurin 7 for 52, and he scores again. Just some big stuff going on there with Jayden Daniels, who is having just a monster season. And Brian Robinson, 21 of 101, and a touchdown on the ground. Another one. Call him Derrick Henry light. He even added 3 catches for 12 yards. Big time stuff here. For Kyler Murray, though, not so much. Murray only threw 1 touchdown. Ran for 3 yards. And this is against Washington. So this was crazy to me how they just got nothing going. I know Marvin Harrison was 5 for 45 in a score. So Marvin Harrison is really that ace fantasy wideout that we anticipated he would be after that first week dud. James Conner ran it well, 18 for 104 and a touchdown, but he only caught 1 pass for 9 yards. So he's not involved in the passing game, James Conner. So it's going to be strictly just whatever he does in the running game there. And as far as the rest of the receiving here, Greg Dortch was 4 for 38. Just not much going on with this Cardinals offense, who need to get Trey McBride back into the lineup there. Kansas City 17-10 over Los Angeles. It's going to be tough sledding here for Kansas City. I know, no more Rashee Rice, no more Isaiah Pacheco. Travis Kelce did lead the way in this one, 7 for 89, so that did look like the old Kelce. Xavier Worthy was 3 for 73 in a score, but they're going to have to get other people involved here. Ladd McConkey, 5 for 67 in a score for the Chargers. He's doing a nice job there. Kareem Hunt got 14 carries for 69 yards. He looked good. So 14 carries, 69 yards, 4.9 per carry average, 2 for 16 in the passing game. Not a bad job there. J.K. Dobbins, 14 of 32, bottled up all day, 3 for 30 in the passing game. It's going to be tough for the Chargers because there's just no threat in this passing game. So teams are going to continue to stack the box against them. Las Vegas, 20-16 winners. I gave you guys Trey Tucker. I told you to pick him up. I had that video that I posted on Saturday, and Trey Tucker gave you a nice outing, 15-plus PPR points. In this one, he rushed for a touchdown and added 5 catches for 41 yards. Brock Bowers, quiet game, 2 for 19. Jacoby Myers, 5 for 49, led the way. Jerry Jeudy, 6 for 72, led the way for Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 4 for 35. Jerome Ford added 7 catches for 27 yards and ran for 58 yards on the ground. Deshaun Watson, 24 for 32, 176, a touchdown and interception. It's just bad stuff happening all over the place here. Just not a good situation. Zamir White, 17 for 50. He's just terrible. Just ugliness all around for this Raiders offense. Guys, hit that subscribe button. More videos coming your way later on today, so stay tuned for that. Any injury updates as well, but I do expect Rashee Rice to get that awful news today. Just brutal stuff.